All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. This is Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Way to go, defense, way to go. Ooh. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby, high five. Let's go.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
To throw on second down. Stokes. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Gone! 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 Hot! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now we give to Taylor. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A shotgun snap for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Flush, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Merlin. 5. Merlin. Al, window. Shell.
On second down, here's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Third and long. It's gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on second down. Stokes, the tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
On first down, Stokes. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Stokes. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Hot!
To throw on second down, Stokes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Detroit!
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. From the gun, Stokes, dance, and he will score! Touchdown, Falcons! It's their quarterback, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Listen. 5, go.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun. Gone. Going left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Listenby, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage, so now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stokes. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Gone. Hot.
To throw on 2nd down. Stokes. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Gone. Detroit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stokes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Green 39!
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stokes, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Stokes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Taylor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! 56! Lucky 56! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Taylor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff on first down. Buying time to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. Steps away to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run with Taylor. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
To throw on 2nd down. Stokes. On the crossing route, complete. That's Gibson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Stokes. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Stokes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Orange. 14.
Now a first down throw. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Goff. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
76. 11.
To throw is gone. Being chased. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. pulled in at the 24. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part went to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on third and long. Stokes, and the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oklahoma.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
2. Go.
Here's Gall. Over the middle to Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On first down, Gall. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now it's gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
Taylor. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. Give him 58 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Set! 319! 319! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit. No, check, Patriot, Patriot. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
The give to Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Gone, 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 gone. Here we go now. Green 39, green 39.
Back to throw. Stokes. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Starting left here.
Goff now looking to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
17, 17, 17.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Got some real estate inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's Taylor, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Gun.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Detroit! Gun! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stokes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Maverick! Hey! 180! We're good! He's coming! Double up!
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Detroit! Gun! Over!
Throwing after the interception. Stokes. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Throwing on first down. Stokes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stokes, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Falcons on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw. Stokes. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Abukum able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down again. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
Tiger, Tiger.
On first down, it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Detroit! 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 What we got?
To throw on second down. Stokes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Throwing now. Goff. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Start left here.
Now Marshall. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Listen. Go. Motion. Hey,
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Goff now looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for L.A., it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.